We are right here in front of Dunkin' Donuts because on July 13, something happened here, something that changed your life and changed the life of your son. First, introduce yourself. Tell the people who are watching you who you are and why we here.
My name is Shanique Swan, and my son was attacked here on July 13th in Getty Square.
Now, some people might disagree with you and say that your son actually was the attacker. Some people have contacted me to tell me that your son was not the attacker, that your son was attacked and he reacted in self-defense. What is your understanding?
From my understanding, because I don't live here, they said that a lot of people called and reached out to me stating that a man approached my son and attacked him, and he was defending himself multiple times.
Now, so people know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the stabbing that happened here at this location on July 13. The alleged suspect was then apprehended on or around Alexander Street, down a block down towards the river. That man is now in custody and has been in custody since then. Is that correct?
Yes.
Why isn't he out on bail?
Because they didn't give him a bail hearing. They didn't give him anything. They just arrested him and said that was it. But I'm not even understanding the process at this very moment.
What do you mean by this is it?
They just arrested him and they kept him for 24 hours. My son, Damani, he had to go to the hospital first because he had head trauma and bleeding inside his head. And so he went from St. Joseph's to Westchester Medical Center because the attacker had attacked him.
So the head trauma that your son suffered was actually from the attack, from the person who is being considered to be the victim.
That is correct.
Now, everybody knows that Getty Square, specifically this area, it's surrounded by surveillance cameras. There is one right above us on the right side, there is one on the left side, there is one behind us, and there is the police department surveillance cameras all around. Have you seen those videos?
No, but from my understanding, because I was back home when the DA was showing the footage, he was only showing the end of the video, not its entirety. Not the fact that the man walked up to my son and punched him in his face, and then he began to bang his head into the pavement multiple times. The fight was broken up 3 times, and he still kept coming back. He kept coming back. So yes, my son, he was defending himself from an aggressive man that is way older than he is.
But look, self-defense is when you have no way to escape. Now, if your son was attacked 3 times, like you're saying, has he told you why didn't he leave the first time, the second time, the third time, or perhaps call the police?
If you see on the CCTV camera footage, you will see that my son tried to walk away each time. The man tried to break it up. A couple of people tried to break up the fight, and he was walking away. And then the man kept attacking him because he probably felt inferior to him because of his age, or I don't know what the situation was. But honestly, it was over a vape that had nothing to do with the man who attacked my son.
Now, sometimes people that don't get bailed is because they have a criminal history of violent crimes. Is that the case with your son? Has he been arrested before? Is that any prior history?
This is my son. My son is only 21, and this is his first charges as an adult. His very first.
Have you spoken to him yet? Have you tried any? I know that you're not from Yonkers, but have you or a family member tried to speak with your son yet?
I have spoken with my son, and honestly, I was born and raised here. I was born and raised, and I left Yonkers, but I'm asking the community, because I get it, it's my son, and a lot of people don't like to talk. Everybody's seen what happened. People reached out to you. People have reached out to me. I'm asking, can they reach out to the district attorney to give the information that is required that he needs for his case, or Yonkers Police Department, because it's really imperative that he needs this And if you see this, don't just reach out to me. Tell them so that they can understand that he was just defending himself.
So, guys, it is true. So, a lot of people, some people contacted us on Yonkers Voice to let us know that the story was not as it was being portrayed, that the person who stabbed him did not attack the other person as is being said to some people. People who saw the incident said that he was acting on self-defense. Well, guys, if you saw what happened, you need to say what happened. You need to call the DA, you need to call the police department, you need to find out who the attorney is, because the truth needs to be known. You know, just like when we see a video of an altercation or the incident involving a police department, and we put up the 3 seconds, 10 seconds of that video, and lots of us say, well, show the full video, so we can understand the context of the video. Well, perhaps the full video in this case needs to be shown so people also know what happened. Not the last 3 seconds when the person was stabbed. Show everything so we know exactly what the path, what happened from the moment it started to the moment that it ended. This was not just he came and he stabbed, as I am told. Show the entire thing. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that, because it would clearly show that the man aggressively he attacked my son, and I'm not saying he needs someone honestly to come out and say this, because again, I wasn't here, but if you're going to call me, just please reach out to the Yonkers Police Department. I'm a single mom, and I'm a mother of 6, so I get it, and a lot of people are afraid to tell the truth, but I'm just asking you if you could just have some type of empathy inside your heart and just know that God going to take care of everybody, and just please just report it, because it's very important to my son. My son is only 21 years old, and they charging my son with attempted murder. 21. He turned 21 a month ago. So,
you know, all of us talk about incidents and we ask for justice, but very often that justice does not come up because people who saw it happen do not get involved. So we need to get involved. If you saw something, say something. If you saw what happened, talk to the police department, talk to the DA, tell your truth, testify to what you saw. Don't keep silence. Remember, today is her son, tomorrow could be your son, and I am sure that if your son, your brother, your wife was to be involved in something like this, and you knew that somebody who saw it could clear things up and tell exactly what happened, you would appreciate that person come up and talk to the law enforcement and DA. Well, do the same. If you saw what happened that day on that July 13 last month, step up. Step up, call the police department. Now, if somebody wants to reach out to your attorney, do you know the contact for your attorney?
he changed his number, so last time I checked it was 914-779-0322. You can leave a voice message from my understanding on that number there, and he will respond back.
I am not sure what the process is. I don't know if...
I'm sorry. He said that he was willing to speak to any witnesses or things like that, and he also stated when I get the evidence, which is not my job, to contact them then. So I'm asking the public to contact the attorney or the Yonkers Police Department or the DA. So
the attorney wants you to be the investigator?
It seems that way, but I can't. I don't live here. So that's why I'm asking the public to help me as a mother, as a person. Just help my son, help, because he shouldn't have attacked my son.
Even if you lived here, isn't that the job of the attorney to search for the evidence? Isn't that the job of the attorney to get whatever evidence the DA and the police department has against your son? Is that part of the discovery?
Well, it is. So everybody know when it comes to this legal system they call justice, everybody knows everybody and they become friends. So I don't know if I can't tell you why he said that. And all he told me is what the DA said, but I'm saying as his lawyer, he's supposed to. I think he's a public defender, and there's only so much that he can do. But it's also his job. It's an oath that the DA took. It's an oath that his lawyer had took through the Bar Association to say that he's supposed to find all evidence. It's not me supposed to find it.
Well, legal defender or not, he's an attorney and he's defending your son. He has the same obligation of searching for evidence as if you pay him $1 million. It's still your son, and justice still needs to be done.
I agree.
Now, guys, let me make sure that you all understand. I'm not here to defend the mom. I'm not here to defend the alleged stabber. I'm not here to defend the victim. I'm here to give the mom a platform where she can speak about her son and ask the public who might have seen this incident to step forward and contact our police department DA and ask for justice, ask for a proper investigation. Perhaps the Yonkers Police Department wants to release the entire video so we can see what happened from A to Z. Okay, I'm sure that the video does not start at the moment of the stabbing. I'm sure that something happened before that led to the stabbing. So in fairness to the public, why not release the entire video so we can all see what truly happened that day? Maybe her son is guilty. I don't know. I was not here. Okay, and I'm not here to defend or attack anyone. I'm here to give this mom a place where she can speak to the public and ask the public if they saw something to say something. Correct, ma'am?
Yes.
And what is it that we're going to end this interview? Is there anything else that you'd like the people to know?
No, but please, I'm begging for my soul that somebody please speak on behalf of my son, to tell the truth, to see what you say, and for them to release everything and not just half, because it's not right for you just to do half of the story. If you're going to do the whole story, please let it be in its entirety. He's only using the ending, not what led up to it, you know. And I just need a full investigation, and I need my son's lawyer to do his job, honestly.
Now, how serious was your son's injury to the head?
He was he had some type of bleeding inside his head because the man was banging his head into the pavement. So he was in a trauma unit overnight at Westchester Medical Center, and they transferred him from St. Joseph's.
And he is okay now, right?
He is fine now. He's okay now.
Now, you told me before the interview that you met the mother of the victim, the alleged victim. Because some people might say that your son is the victim. Some people say that the victim is the guy who got stabbed. And normally we have a tendency to think that the one that gets more injury normally is the victim. Doesn't happen all the time. But you met the mother the other day. What did she say to you?
She didn't say anything. She hugged me. And she asked me how was I doing. I asked her how was she doing and her son doing, and that was it. And then somebody else walked up and began to talk to her. And you know, sometimes people, I guess the mentality, they justify people's actions. I don't know. But when I had spoke to her, I didn't even have really a chance to bring up the whole altercation. She believes that her son is the victim when he was the attacker. And I explained it to her, and then that's when she kind of like, you know, turned her head to the side. But to each his own, I guess, because I'm a mom. That's her son. I'm a mom, and that's her son. And my other, you know, my son was the other one. So, you know, I get it and I understand, but I don't have no problems with her. I just want justice for my son because he was the one who was attacked.
Well, now just one last question. Those people that approached you and told you that things were not the way it was projected to be, that your son was actually acting on self-defense, did you ask them why haven't they contacted the Yonkers Police Department and let the police know what they saw? Because look, I go to a lot of crime scenes, and I see the police always trying to speak with those that probably saw the incident happen. They're trying to interview and everyone that is around the area. Did you ask them why haven't you contacted the Yonkers Police Department and tell them what you saw? Have you asked them that?
In the community that, unfortunately a lot of people was raised in, it's like what goes on in my house stays in my house. Or, you see nothing, you say nothing. So a lot of people, because if you look around Getty Square right now, it's multiple black people here. And that's how he was raised. But I get it. But if it was your child, it would be a different story. You'd be standing here just like me, begging for help, begging for you to come forward or something like that. But only so far, just one person. Well, one person that will agree to even assist me any further.
Has that person contacted the police department?
Yes.
You sure?
Supposedly, they told me, yeah. I don't know. I got to double back, so I'm only here just to find out.
Well, you might want to contact the police department and ask if anyone stepped forward with more information.
Right.
Have you done that? Or you just arrived yesterday?
I just arrived yesterday.
And you're staying here for how long?
I'm leaving today.
You're leaving today. Well, look, I wish you the best of luck. I wish the best of luck for your son. I hope the person who was stabbed fully recovers. And let's hope that justice will do its thing and find who is really at fault in this incident.
I agree.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
So guys, now let me show you where I am so you guys have an idea. This is Dunkin' Donuts. This is the place. This is the place where the incident happened on July 13. Somewhere on this sidewalk. I wasn't here that day, so I was not able to cover the incident, but this is where it happened. So guys, again, if you saw the incident, if you have any information about the incident, contacted the Yonkers Police Department. Again, we are on the side of no one. We are not here to defend anyone. We are just here to report and to interview people that might have seen or are connected to the incident. Yonkers Voice is not my voice. Yonkers Voice is the platform where your voice is amplified. In this case, we just spoke with the mother of the young man accused of multiple stabbings to another man here at this location on July 13. The mother is saying that yes, the son stabbed the person, but it was an act of self-defense. He had been multiple, he was a victim of an assault by the person who got stabbed, and he reacted in self-defense. But after he reacted, he ran from the scene, and he was later found on or around 1 Alexander Street. Guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you following me, following Yonkers Voice. Don't forget, Yonkers Voice also has a YouTube channel called Yonkers Voice. Please go to it, subscribe, like our videos, like our channel. It's appreciated. Thank you, and have a good day. Oh, one more thing. Yonkers Voice is intended for a mature audience. This is not a channel for kids. This is a channel for a mature audience. Thank you.